Pakistan, under the puppet Prime Minister Imran Khan, is doing everything to sponsor and export terror to India and other countries. The country is getting condemned at all platforms for propagating terrorism in South Asia. Indian Union Ministers S. Jaishankar and Rajnath Singh called out the country for being a terror breeder, while Syed Akbaruddin, India's permanent member in the United Nations, highlighted the nefarious activities of designated terror outfits operating in Pakistan in a special event of the UN and Shanghai Cooperation Organization.
There is little hope and prospect of Pakistan doing enough and concrete to contain terror emanating from its soil. Hitting out at Pakistan, Indian External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar said that the country has been building an industry out of terrorism to put pressure on India. The minister said that in the last 5 years, however, a different normal has developed and global conversation on cross-border terrorism have become more serious.
This talk is about dogma, and entrenched views are naturally strongest on the most perennial challenges. In the case of India, it will come as no surprise to any of you that this relates to Pakistan. Changes in thinking will trigger a debate, and that has been the case for the past few years. The fact is that we have allowed the narrative to focus mainly on a dialogue when the real issue was stopping cross-border terrorism.
In a separate ASEAN event in Thailand's capital Bangkok, Indian Defence Minister Rajnath Singh called upon the international community to eliminate terrorist safe havens, disrupt their networks and financing, and thwart their cross-border movement to ensure sustainable regional security. Describing terrorism as the most heinous of cross-border crimes, Mr. Singh said some states use terror to pursue political goals, making regional security vulnerable.
It is so much worse when terrorists are aided, abetted, armed, financed and sheltered by states. The interplay between states and non-state actors used as proxies to foment violence has worsened this menace. The persistence of state-sponsored terrorism is not just painful cancer, it is also the leading reason for unsustainable security,
said Indian Defence Minister in his remarks seen as directed at Pakistan. Following Indian Union Minister's condemnation of Pakistan-sponsored terrorism, Syed Akbaruddin, India's permanent member in the United Nations, highlighted the nefarious activities of designated terror outfits by the world body. Speaking at the third high-level special event of United Nations and Shanghai Cooperation Organization, Akbaruddin asserted that the criminal groups have joined hands with terrorists to boost illegal financing.
UN-designated terrorist organizations such as ISIL, Al-Shabaab, Al-Qaeda, Boko Haram, Lashkar-e-Taiba, and Jaish Mohammad continue to destabilize entire regions through their cross-border financing, propaganda, and recruitment, including by using, rather abusing, evolving global public goods such as the cyberspace and social media. Terrorist organizations are engaging in lucrative criminal activities such as human trafficking to raise funds. Criminal groups have joined hands with terrorists to provide illicit financing through drug trafficking, arms dealing, selling looted antiquities, money laundering, and counterfeiting.
Akbaruddin called on anti-terror financing watchdogs such as the Financial Action Task Force to take stringent steps to address issues of terror funding, illegal financing, and counterfeiting. The terror crime nexus is an existential global threat, the contours of which are mutating every day, he added.
The cross-border nature of such fused entities and their financing activities poses a serious challenge as coordinated international response is too slow to be effective in most cases. The foundation of a coherent response to issues of narcotics trade, illegal financing, and counterfeiting lies in frameworks like the Financial Action Task Force, that set standards with respect to combating money laundering, the terror crime nexus is an existential global challenge, the contours of which are mutating every day. To combat this menace, we will all need to keep ahead of the new trends and technologies, something that can only be achieved if we can work together with zero-tolerance approach bereft of double standards.
In spite of mounting global pressure on Pakistan, the country is doing nothing to arrest the dreaded terrorists and their leaders who are openly indulging in terrorism and instigating you to follow the path of terror. If Pakistan fails to control and combat terror and also to comply to the FATF criteria, it can be blacklisted in near future.